This Miata wouldn't be complete if we didn't get the last episode of it on the drag strip to see how fast it really was. We have a 525 horsepower LS3 under the hood of the Miata. And I was trying to think, what cars do I have that I feel would be a proper race, a good lineup for this car? And it might surprise you, but I think the answer could be the C8 Corvette, and let me tell you why. The C8 Corvette right now is supercharged, makes about 700 to the wheel. Now it's a DCT, completely computerized, and it has a stock 1/8 mile time of 7.2 seconds, which that is pretty fast for a stock car. I don't know how much faster the C8's gonna be, but I have a hunch that this little Miata is gonna do the impossible today and take out the supercharged C8. Oh, and did I forget to mention, Sabrina's gonna be the one driving the C8, so that is gonna be factored in to the 1/8 mile time.
I don't know what to do. I don't know cars.
No, but what we can do is we can lower the tire pressure in the car and we can fix that. We can't hook at all. I have a harder time hooking on the drag strip than I do on the street. I'm not sure why. I'll have to ask someone why that is. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try taking a lot of PSI out of the rear. Right now we're at 38, which I know is really high, but I wanted to see what it would be like. So I'm probably gonna take out like 20 PSI, but I do know that on the Corvette, again, don't know why GM did this. If we have a TPMS light on the dash, which we're going to, and I lower it under like 30 PSI, it won't let you do launch control. But perhaps launch control is even slowing us down right now. So I'm gonna lower PSI on all the tires and then go back out, do a launch control, see if it lets me do it, and if not, I'm just gonna try doing just like a easing into it in first gear and see if we get a faster time, which I think we will. We're just spinning.
Why does that happen?
Because you're putting down an absurd amount of power to your tires. It's not gonna hold. This car is fast. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was a little faster than the last. So I'm gonna drop some PSI. I think I'm still spinning a little bit in second. So if we drop a little bit, might be able to get us another like 10th, maybe. We did a few passes in the Corvette. I just did a few passes with Sabrina.
I'm not good.
It doesn't hook.
I'm not good.
It doesn't hook at all.
It's really slow.
It doesn't hook. It's gonna be interesting. We got 800 horsepower, we got 500 horsepower. We have something that hooks pretty well and something that struggles until she gets into like the 45 mile/hour range. Time to line them up and watch this Miata eat. Today's video is all about time. How fast can the Miata really go in an 1/8 mile? How long is it gonna take? Which is why today's video sponsor is Movement Watches. Movement is my favorite watch company of all time. I have been wearing them for 8 or 9 years now. And lately, they've been making a lot more than just watches. watches. They have things like fashionable eyewear if you're into big sunglasses and fashionable sunglasses. They also have stuff like blue light glasses that you can wear when you're on your phone or on your computer screen that help save your eyes from the screens and help your eyes not get damaged. And they also make accessories for men and for females like rings, bracelets, and jewelries and all sorts of stuff. And right now, if you guys use my code on screen, like always, you can save money at checkout. Movement's main deal is watches, and that's my favorite thing that they make. And they have all sorts from fashionable, from sporty to business etiquette to even just casual watches. So thank you, Movement, for being the sponsor of today's video. And now let's see how fast this Miata will actually go.
Making an appearance in a video, and you guys are gonna watch me get absolutely roasted. PJ is just so sure that that Miata is going to wreck this car, and you know what? He's probably right.
The Miata that could, the Meatball, baby.
All right, boys, let's get her done. Nice Miata. Oh man, this is kind of stressful.
Let's go. I got a knot spin off the rip.
Overshot it. Gotta go back.
3, 2, 1, go!
Why won't it go down in RPMs? Oh, wow.
C8 absolutely smacked. Thing just cannot hold down the power. Even on the drag strip, it's almost like worse on the drag strip, so I'm not really sure why that is. The Miata is an absolute ripper. Everyone wave to the C8 in shame. Goodbye, C8. The thing is definitely faster on the freeway. That car and the Miata would definitely have a different experience if it was on the freeway, but when it comes to a dig, this Miata hooks, man. Although the C8 got absolutely clapped, we have another car here that is gonna be a very good battle, and that is an old familiar face. If you've been watching the channel for a while. Greg, welcome back.
Teach.
So one of the first cars I ever reviewed was Greg's Miata. At the time, I don't even remember how much that car was making. It was probably like
276.
Wait, really? That's amazing, because the fact that we thought 276 was a lot of horsepower back then is nuts. Today, your Miata is fast as it's ever been, and it's making how much horsepower?
526 wheel, high compression engine, plus 25 pounds of boost, ethanol only. It's pretty savage compared to when you drove it, for sure.
Oh my God. I'm gonna link his channel down below. If you're a Miata fan, that's literally all Greg does. Like, it's just Miata everything. Greg is actually a fan of Danny, and I remember Danny over the past couple years, he said he's talked to you. Didn't you actually help him on the last turbo setup?
Yeah, I've helped him street tune it a couple times. We raced a couple times, but yeah, I've helped on his car a little bit.
This is gonna be a very, very good race. The difference is, other than the horsepower numbers, is you are on a drag radial in the back, which is definitely gonna help you a lot. You have a, what transmission do you have?
It's It's a BMW E46 5-speed, just because the stock transmissions are glass.
And we actually have the same diff. We have the CTSV diff,
CTSV diff,
which is super cool. So these cars, very, very similar. They look great. Greg and I are gonna do the best of 3, all from a dig. And then depending on who wins, we might let the other person get a jump, or we might just go into a roll race, because we think where the real difference is gonna be is the differences from the dig. These cars from a freeway would be a completely different story, and hopefully one day we might be able to get to test that.
All right, predictions, Miatas.
Miatas?
What do you got?
Dude, Greg's got a really fast Miata, but I gotta go with my boy Danny's Miata. So, Danny, I got my faith in you.
Predictions, Miata battle.
Dude, Greg's car is fast. I've watched his YouTube channel. I've seen that car run as low as like low 7s. I gotta give it to Greg. I think Greg's gonna take this one. Unfortunately, Tease.
We got 1-1.
I have faith, but I don't know.
Miata battle, what are your predictions?
I want the Miata to win for sure.
You think the Miata's gonna win?
I think the Miata's gonna win.
I don't know, man.
I think the Miata has it.
Yeah.
The Miata wins.
I'm gonna do my best to leave this line as fast as I can without spinning tire. Hell yeah, here we go. Come on, baby.
3, 2, 1, go!
That was fun. He had a really good launch. He was like a car length ahead of us.
Oh, I could not have asked for a better race than that. That was so good. Yes.
Oh, that's so awesome to see Miatas going that fast side by side. Dude, this thing rips. I can't tell if it's the LS that I love or the Miata, but I'm pretty sure it's the LS. I need one.
Hey, why don't you take the hint? I'll follow you.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, Greg's car is fast. It definitely is faster than our car, but it's close. So now we're thinking we should swap tires. I'm gonna take his drag radials and he's gonna put on his other tire. And we're gonna see if maybe that evens the playing field out a little bit because he is on a huge tire. So we'll see. Ooh, is that gonna fit?
Teach needs the secret sauce.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna fit.
Well, let's give it a shot. Those are blazing hot, by the way.
Oh, they are. Dude, that is so soft. I love that.
What are the power numbers between the two cars?
It made 526 wheel. I brought it down to 500 even, like just for like a tiny little bit of safety.
What does the LS make?
This is probably like 470 wheel.
Those numbers showed like pretty clearly when we roll raced.
Yeah.
Just like I'm just barely edging.
You're like
it
a
out.
half car to a full car. Yeah, even on the roll, it was a good race. I was loving it. I was having the time of my life.
Dude, that first race was so man. I could just see you in my mirror, like right there the whole pass. That was a good race.
It's gonna clear.
Oh God.
I don't know, Greg.
I mean, how much does it squat?
I don't know.
It clears. Do that again. Yep. I think you're fine.
All right, I'll send it. The fastest time we got on the N201s was 8:05. If we can just do a faster time off the rip, successful. Touch that. It's like gum.
Oh God, it is.
Gonna have to slap a Nitto sticker on the side of this tire.
555.
Can confirm.
What do we think? 10th of a second? I don't know. How much do you think it's gonna make it faster?
Deep 7.
No way. Really?
Dude,
It's that much of a difference?
Power-wise, you're right with me. You ran 95 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I only ran 100. Mid 7 for sure.
I'd be shocked, but here we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Look, I took a quarter of the tire off.
One more race, you would have had a pop. Had a
think
fly.
so?
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
Nah. I don't,
Put it to a test, bud.
nah, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. That's crazy
That's
difference.
bad.
That's
really
a
bad.
crazy difference.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is awesome.
It's like 7.7 then a 7.8.
Yeah? I have a headache after all that.
Me too.
Oh my.
It's chaos. It's like,
All right, we're leaving the track right now. Anthony obviously has his Tesla. You guys have seen it a lot in the vlogs. He always tries to do donuts when he has an open parking lot. There's an open parking lot here. I've never drifted one or tried to slide one or do donuts. I'm gonna do it now. These things have like, Anthony's Tesla was like the fastest car at the drag strip today. And you could just put it in track mode and have it go rear wheel drive bias.
so you put it in track mode, boom, come back over here, pedals and steering, and now you have your preset. So drift preset shifts all the power to the rear wheels, stability assist, and you're good.
All right, let's see how well, there's no e-brake or anything. I don't know what it's gonna do. You gotta cock it. It stops me a little bit. I wanna do a figure 8 around this cone.
That was tight.
This is so weird.
It's weird, right?
It's
Silent donuts are the weirdest thing.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here before I ruin his tires. Stupid car. Stupid Tesla. Just got home from the track. The little meatball is amazing. I am sure that was like very obvious how I felt about it throughout this video. That thing is so awesome. But I'm finally home. I feel like I haven't been home in quite a while because the whole R34 Connecticut trip just took so much time out of our schedule. I want to give an update because there's just so much to kind of go over with. The winner of the 400Z, he's gonna be coming in a week and a half. I'm so excited. He's actually a California resident. That's the first California winner we've ever had. That is gonna be super exciting when he picks that thing up. I'm gonna be making an adjustment to the video schedule. We've been uploading 2 videos a week every Wednesday and Sunday. We've been uploading videos. I'm happy to say we're finally gonna be switching back to 3 videos a week. It's just been really tough lately, again, with the scheduling that we've had. It's just been difficult to film so many things in a certain amount of time. But 3 videos, I don't know what they're gonna be yet, if it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but when I can figure out what that schedule will be, I'm gonna let you guys know, because I always think it's really cool to expect a video every certain day at an exact time. That's how it used to be. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you already know that. We used to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time on the dot. I started an Instagram chat feed, which I don't even, you know what, it's not even called that. It's called a broadcast channel. And it's a pretty much open messaging thread that you can join on my Instagram. And I've been using it the past couple days. And it's essentially like a Discord that you can join, but you're not able to respond to me. It's just like me posting to myself aimlessly, but in a private messaging thread that you have access to. It's kind of weird, but I've been having a lot of fun with it, and it's made me interested in creating I don't know if Discord is the right thing, but I want to be able to create something that I can like send out certain things or show you guys secret stuff that we're doing that's really exciting and cool, or even just get your input and feedback on certain ideas that I have. And I want to be able to communicate with you guys. The Discord is, I'm not the biggest fan of Discord, and I want to be able to do like live streams on there or put, you know, organized videos and such. I'm not quite sure. Sorry, I'm being distracted by that. I thought about doing a Patreon, but I'm not like too stoked on Patreon. I thought about creating like the Instagram subscription that you guys can join, but I'm not sure if you guys can communicate with me if you're a subscriber on Instagram. And then I started thinking about doing YouTube memberships, which is obviously on this platform. And within it, I can post things and get your guys' feedback. I don't know, but if you guys have any other creators that do any sort of platform like that where I can get more involved or I can get feedback from you guys. Like for example, something that I wouldn't talk about, but if you made it this far in the video, you can get an understanding of what I'm talking about. Buying an R33 GTR. I'm thinking about buying a 33 from Tommy because I want to do one, and I told you guys if you hit a certain amount of likes in the 34 series, I'd buy a 33, so I'm looking for an R33 GTR to buy. And it'd be super cool to like post up a couple R33s I'm looking at buying to get your guys' opinion on which one you think would be coolest. Stuff like that. So if you have a platform or you have a favorite creator that uses something, comment down below what I should use, because there are so many options. I'm getting so overwhelmed that I'm getting stopped in my tracks. This is the current garage lineup. Trusty C8, she got whipped today. This car is wild, is so fast and such a ripper, but we're doing a dig from those Cup 2s, it just didn't have a chance. This car is so amazing. The Veil side, a lot of people think that I sold it or it's gone because you guys haven't seen it. This thing is so sick. I've drive it actually more than almost any other car in this garage other than the GT3 RS. I drive that thing every fucking day. This car is amazing. I'm really excited to have a really cool plan for this, but we're just waiting on things that are stuck in certain things, so don't mind that. This car, the trusty Steed, the old girl, she's just a ripper. I haven't changed it because I've never needed to. I get a lot of questions because I oftentimes post Porsches on my Instagram story, and I oftentimes post 992 GT, oh my God, I can't speak today. I often post 992 GT3 RSs. I'm gonna keep this car until the day comes where I can get my hands on a 992 GT3 RS and not spend literally $500,000 on one. GT3 RS is the 992 sticker, meaning what it actually is supposed to be sold for. With all the packages I want, is like $310,000. That's an absurd amount of money off the bat. But with markup, if you want to buy one, or a lot of dealers, if you go to a dealership and you buy one, there's allocation fees and markup fees. It's like a $500,000 minimum car, sometimes 600 grand. And I want to do a paint to sample. I'm not going to say what color I want to do, but I want to do a special color, and I want to own that car more than any other car in the world, other than my Midnight Purple 2 R34 GTR, which gets here in a few days. So I'm excited to do a video on that. But just a little update on this. There's been a huge wheel option debate in the Instagram broadcast channel. I will say this, I just acquired a new set of wheels for this car, and oh my God. Boys, I can't wait to show you. But I have to rebuild them to get it to be exactly how I want it to be. So not gonna see them for a bit, but there's just a lot of cool stuff out there that I want to get you guys involved in, or I love your guys' ideas. Your guys' ideas are better than mine. So leave some feedback down below. If you liked the drag strip video and liked the Miata send-off, let us know as well. I would like to go back to the drag strip, but I'd like to potentially make a drag strip car that, I don't know anything about drag strips, so I obviously need to learn more. But I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're switching to 3 videos a week, so expect another video in the next 2 to 3 days until we decide our new video schedule. I'll see you boys then. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And wait, you know what? You know what? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
I'm waiting for the phone to be picked up. What's going on?
The phone is being held. I want to give a little message to all of you guys out there, because I know how old most of you guys are. And a lot of you guys have a lot of potential in life, but there's a lot of things that get in everyone's way. Everyone is capable of getting everything they ever want, but it's just, can you get yourself to do it? Can you get yourself to play the chess of life? Can you figure it out? Anthony and I were having a conversation inside, and obviously you guys know Anthony is a part of the team, but he's also a like-minded young entrepreneur in the media world and business world, and he's he's doing big things. He's planning big things for himself, and I'm very proud of him, and I try to help him and give direction anywhere that I can. But he often says to me, and he said it earlier, what did you say to him?
I said the biggest thing that is scary is that impending anxiety of it not working out. Or like you do all this stuff and you're on this path and you think you're on the right path, and let's just say all of a sudden, like, is it gonna work out? I don't know. It's just that weird anxiety feeling. Even though you know, and in your mind you know everything's gonna be fine and that you're gonna get to whatever level you wanna get to and you're gonna achieve everything you wanna achieve and you get the car that you wanna drive in the house and whatever, like, you know that, but there's still that like impending anxiety that's like deep-seated in me that just won't leave, or it's just like knocking out the front door.
So we're gonna use his subject and his worry, and I hope some of you out there can apply this to yourself. And I know some of you are like, probably feel the same exact way. And first off, I wanna say that the subject of am I doing enough, I don't necessarily know, at least, and I'm speaking of personal experience for myself, it doesn't really ever go away. It kind of always haunts you, but it's understanding what that means and an understanding of the fact that failing, right, because you said, is what I'm doing enough, or is it going to work out? Kind of two in the same. Exactly. If you don't do enough, it's not gonna work out. So kind of the same thing. And the real answer is, the way we are raised is we are taught that if you take a test in school and you get under a C and you fail, you get punished for it. When you go to gym class, you have to be able to run a mile in under 10 minutes or else it's a fail and it negatively impacts your life. As we are young, we are literally ingrained that failing makes you less than. And when you're less than, you have a less chance of getting accepted into college. Yes. And that is the same type of pass fail that is taught at college, which is said to give you the golden ticket into life. Yeah. And the thing is I personally think the exact opposite. Failing, not necessarily saying that, hey, you shouldn't try and fail, but giving it your 100% and failing is only gonna give you a larger advantage when you try the next time. So when people worry, or especially when you're doing a startup, or Twan, how old are you? When you're 23, when you're that young, some people don't start till they're 45. Yeah, and even then, you still have 20 years before you ever would retire anyway. Sure. And that's the key point that I want to drive is a lot of you guys are within the same age. A lot of you are 25, under 35, in your younger 20s. Some of you are still in high school. And just because you fail something, if you start that new Instagram page, that media page, if you start your own company, your own business, and it doesn't work out and you gave it your 100%, guess what? When that fails and you no longer pursue that and you pursue the next thing, you now learned all the things that didn't work the first time. And that is so much more valuable than worrying about, is it gonna work out, or am I working hard enough? And if you really sit on that and ponder that, I think that you'll be able to digest that. And it reminds me of one of my favorite quotes, and it's that fear is often disguised as practicality. So what that means is, when you're scared to do something, you'll tell yourself, well, it's not practical to do that. If I was to drop out of college now and I was to start this company, that's not practical. That's not the way it should go. It's probably not gonna work out. Yeah. When you tell yourself if something is practically logical to do something, it's usually fear speaking, but you're masking that practicality with the label, or you're masking fear with the label of practicality. Yeah. And that's that, right, Sabrina?
What?
Right. That's oftentimes something that I see people do. And I do it myself. And that's why I feel like I can speak so confidently on it. So we're gonna end the video right there and use that piece of information to battle whatever you're trying to do right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Clips fam. Clips fam, I love you. What? I'll be uploading a few different videos this week, so if you're part of that family, keep your eyes peeled because we got videos coming. Sabrina's running, the dogs are going. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out and keep moving forward.